Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a double frame pendant setting. Let's begin. The materials are coming up on the screen now. Begin by making a bundle of the 4 wires. They're 15 centimeters long and wrapping it with a 0.3 millimeter copper wire. The wrap is in the middle of the wires. Finish off the end so that they don't unravel. As you are wrapping and coiling, keep compressing the coil so that it goes right down into one shiny line of wrapping. And then finish off those ends, wrap around once or twice around a single wire, snip and smooth off the wire. You can see here is where the stone will be. So that is your middle and bottom of the stone setting. There are 4 wires on the left, 4 wires on the right. Take one of the wires and bend it up in a loop towards the opposite side. Take up the wire on the right and bend it over and across that wire. Now take the 3rd wire and wrap it across, and each time the wires are crossing each other and almost making a weave. Now you're going to do the same thing with the other 4 wires. Bend the left hand one across, bend the right hand one across, and it makes a pretty loop. And then again the left hand wire and the right hand wire, and they're going to be a mirror image of the first one you made. Open out the design and check that you have a perfect mirror image. You can adjust the wires and just check, bend them in with your fingers to match each other. Now you're going to bend those 2 frames upwards and bend it in half. The wrapped area acts like a hinge. Now those tail ends, all the bits of wire sticking up, are going to be pulled in towards the top of the stone, and then we're going to do the same thing with the back wires. But first we're going to do the front wires. Wrap around that group of wires about 6 times to hold them together, and then we're going to begin on the back wires and do the same thing, but the difference is that the wires will all then be wrapped together. Adjust the wires so that they're all neat and curving inwards. These wires are going to be the bail. So using that long wire that you used in the front, take it around all of the 8 wires now. Wrap about 10 times around that group of wires, and then you're going to compress them and squeeze them in. Using the tail of the 0.3 millimeter wire that you used for wrapping, now just bend one of the side wires away and coil it. This is going to add a lovely texture to the top of the pendant and a featured design. Remember to compress as you go, coiling and then compressing those wires so that they are nice and neat. The next part of the design is taking a side wire on the opposite side of the one you coiled, add a new piece of 0.3 millimeter wire and coil wrap that wire as well. Wrap and compress as you go until it is the same length as the coil on the other side. Both of the wires that you have coiled are going to be bent in a pretty, almost heart shape, and then in against the stone and bent away from the stone in a pretty mirrored shape. These side wires, they're not just decorative, they're also there to hold the stone in on the side of the setting. Bend them in against the stone and then push them towards the back of the pendant equally on both sides. These wires that you have pushed towards the back are now curled around the back frame. So it's going in a neat little curl, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Turn that little curl so that it's not scratchy, and it makes a very pretty and attractive feature. Do this on both sides. Now you're going to flatten the bail wires. Using the soft nylon pliers, just squeeze the whole bunch of them flattish, and then bend towards the back of the pendant, and then taking your smaller pliers, curve those wires right in against the bail. Use the thin wire of the tail to wrap around all of those bail wires now, the ones that have been pulled inwards around to the front, and wrap it around a few times and then finish off that wire. Once the bail is secure, then we're going to take all those little tails at the back and just curl them up into a pretty shape. This double frame design can also be adapted to different stone shapes, not only to cabochons, and it's a very interesting way of setting a stone. Please subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Thank you for watching to the end. Take great care of yourselves. You are very special. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.